Hey there, folks. Thanks for tuning into this actual play of 10 Candles, our Jingle Hells Christmas edition here. We jump right into the game here on this recording, so I wanted to just give you a little bit of a heads up as to who is playing who. First off, we've got Jason, an improv actor who is playing the character of Mary. We've got Amanda, longtime player who has been at many of my games. She is playing Phoebe. We've got Richard Sully Sullivan being played by Howard, and Sully is one of the workers in the house, the mansion where this game begins. We've got Lucius, a detective of sorts, a private eye, played by Corey, a new player, someone who hasn't done any RPGing in quite some time. And then finally, we've got Mick Dagger. Yes, that is his real name, a musician that is being played by Greg. We don't reveal any of the cards that each of these have before the game gets started, so you'll have to just pay close attention to see those things play out as the game goes on. Anyway, thanks for tuning in and enjoy.
From the back
All
of
right,
the
Jason,
DC
could
clan
you
book.
could you
Okay.
shut off the light for us? Or Corey, that'd be great. Center one, yeah. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're gonna establish truths now. Everybody gets an opportunity to create a part of the world, and there is a sort of ritualistic component of it. So it always starts with these things are true, the world is dark, and that's what I say. And then we go around and each person gets to say something that is true about the world as it is right now. And then when we get to the last truth is, and we are alive. And we all say that last truth together. You get one truth per currently lit candle. The world is dark is not a truth that counts as part of that. But we are alive is the final truth. So when you only have one candle left, that's the only truth that you get to establish. Okay. And I get to establish truths too. So as we go around, it does stop on me. It always starts with me unless it always starts with me if it defaults to me. Otherwise, it starts with the person who was responsible for the last candle going out. And it goes from that person in clockwise order. Okay. So Greg is going to be the first one to go, and I'll say, these things are true. The world is dark.
Okay, example. It's about something about the world. Right?
Something about your world, the situation.
Um, and we're safely in the storeroom together.
Okay.
You said power's out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what batteries are running low?
But you could say something like, and I have a fully charged flashlight. Like that could be a truth. Or you could say,
yeah. Okay.
yeah,
let's go with that. I have a fully charged flashlight.
Okay, very good.
Let's go. Okay.
The world is dark. And all the vehicles outside are snowbound.
Okay.
Yes,
you can also make it harder on yourself.
You just tricked me.
Yeah.
Oh. And I know that one of the snowbound vehicles has a full tank of gas.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes.
Okay.
And there are cloven hoof prints in the snow, too large for any deer.
Yep, it's gonna hurt us.
And someone or something took the remaining stores of food last night. Six.
Okay. Okay.
And there's 2 baseball bats in the store.
Closest other building is a mile away.
We only heard the screams at night.
And
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 we
are still alive.
Yeah, okay,
So,
so-
and then we all say it
Yeah.
together. And
And
we're
we're
still
still
alive.
alive.
there we go.
Okay, so you're in the storeroom of the mansion where you had come for a Christmas holiday, and it hasn't turned out to be the celebration that you had hoped. Let's go ahead and describe the 5 of you, the remaining 5 that you've been able to find. There might be others somewhere else in the mansion. You're not really sure. You have heard noises in the perpetual night that you're currently in. But in the storeroom, there's baseball bats. You have a lone flashlight. The generator died this morning. The food stores are gone. Amanda, why don't you describe your character? Name and describe your character.
Right. I am Chloe Parker, small, mousy, little twitchy. I was a PhD student in chemistry until I burned out last semester, and I was actually hiding in the basement of this mansion when all hell broke loose.
Stowaway.
Yeah.
Howard.
I am Richard Sullivan. Everyone calls me Sully. I'm one of the wait staff. I am in my mid-40s. I'm put together, and I am built. A bit of a misspent youth, rather.
Very good. Jason.
Mary Halloran, athletic, tall, fair faucet hair, which is actually kept in shape even after all this time.
Priorities.
Quinault. Anyway, she's just a regular guest. Came for a little bit of money, but came for a nice holiday stay, and it's not turned out such.
All right. And Corey.
Put mine in pen instead of marker. I'll just try to remember it. Lucius, my name is Lucius Craven. I'm in my early 50s. I'm tall, and I am always listening and observant. I'm a private eye, and I'm actually here currently working on a case.
Nice. What about you, Greg?
I'm Mick Dagger, and yes, that is my real name, I swear.
Mick Dagger or McDagger?
Mick Dagger. Mick, M-I-C-K. And I am the guest musician here at the hotel. And I'm a hairband member, but also I'm a little softer rock than that. So you're gonna hear about somebody in the future, maybe Jack Johnson with a soft voice, but with that hairband energy to that song. So no, I'm still gonna make it big. I know I am. I know I am. And my 50th birthday was just yesterday.
Not the best 50th birthday you've ever had, but
It's the only 50th birthday he's ever had.
The lights just went out. That's all it is.
all right, so you find yourselves in this room. There have been screams at which you presume to be night, but it's now has been 10 days since it went dark, 5 days since people started disappearing. And the snow has started to let up a bit. And as you've been looking to see what your options might be, and you've kind of looked out the windows to see what's around you in the darkness, occasionally Lucian's flashlight scans over hoof prints in the snow. The only prints that you can see out there now, other than what could only be described as drag marks leading deeper into the forest. The roads are impassable, but it does look like those hoof prints might have made a potential game trail that you could travel. Again, you remember a few places. You know that there's a structure building, maybe a home or maybe some sort of business within a mile. You didn't really catch what it was, but there is something within a mile. This is kind of a mountainous region, and you can't see it now, but you know that upon one of the mountains there was a large radio tower, which might offer you some sort of hope to get help, to call for help. And then you also know that the town of Quinault is down in the valley, which you could potentially travel to. Now, it was a small town, but there was signs of civilization there.
And law enforcement, things like that. How far away is it?
I don't know, how far away was it?
I thought we said the nearest town was about a mile away.
No, he said the nearest building is about a mile away.
Building.
Yeah, so
We had a snow cat or something like that.
Well, I'm pretty sure that we've got some shovels that we can scrounge up. Maybe we can free one of the vehicles. I know that we've got at least one full tank of gas. Pile in to sort of see if we can make it to town.
all right, so let's make a conflict roll to see if you have some shovels.
Okay. Okay, this is difficult.
The dark ones.
Yeah.
Let's slide these closer to the
That's a one. That's a one.
Oh,
deer. That's a 6.
Okay.
There's at least one 6. There's a second 6.
All right, 2 6s.
If you roll a 6, you still.
Yes. But we'll get the
For
ones
this.
back at the next
Yeah,
scene.
for this.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it looks like we've got 2 6s. The
are there
others are like
different
3s.
shades of, like, even though the sky's dark, can we tell if there's a gradient between hours and whatnot? If it's like lighter and darker?
Nope.
Certain out.
No sun, no moon, no stars.
You still have a sort of a concept of like the days just because of like you're still on a kind of regular sleeping schedule, but at this point it could be, it started to get a little bit off, as the days go by. So you have narrative control about what that means in terms of the shovels. So maybe you can describe what the shovel situation is.
Now, is it that I'm describing us going to get the shovels from wherever and starting the process?
You guys are in a storage
storage
Like a storeroom.
storeroom, so that might be where they are.
Okay,
So
gotcha. Well, Richard gets up and he starts rummaging around. I know they're here somewhere. And he rummages a bit more. He finds a corner. I knew it. And he pulls out at least 2 like metal shovels that are like heavy duty and have seen some use. There's 2.
like
And
snow shovels or spades or
yes,
what?
no shovels.
Okay, all right.
Because
Yeah, it's an area that snows regularly.
yeah, there's 2 and another 2. So, for total, we should be able to start clearing the path, if nothing else.
You said there was a vehicle with gas in it?
Yes, I should
Do you know
know.
which vehicle was?
It's your
No.
vehicle.
It would be my very own, yes, and it definitely can hold all 5 of us.
Should we take this
Well-
in shifts or just start shoveling all together? No, let's suspend all of our strength.
Probably it'll be quicker to do it all together.
All at once.
Excellent. All right. He takes one of the shovels. Feel free, have it.
Yeah.
And he kind of he's basically holding on to it and getting ready to, like, he heads for the door and he opens it and now he's one of the waitstaff. I imagine that this is one of the storage rooms that like leads into the mansion. Or it could also be one of the ones where it's like, here's where we put all of the stuff in order to like bring it in like through servants' quarters or something like that. So
Probably in the mansion, I guess.
Okay.
There might even be like a loading dock up to it or something like that. I mean,
sure. So yeah, he'll grab 2 of the shovels and is like, all right, everyone, over the top.
I'd like to make a proposal.
Yes.
We can't stay here, and we know that those things don't like light. I propose that we burn the mansion down. Not only will the heat help melt the snow, but the light should keep them away while we're digging out.
I don't.
Then we have
think-
nowhere to go, but
We already have nowhere to go.
At least here we have some protection. We have the wall.
We have some walls.
The
It's
trouble
not
is,
taking our only shelter we can get to, unless we're able to get to that other place. You said there was a place down the road.
I'd rather
But
try.
again, how deep is the snow to get there? We're just getting one of the cars undone.
right.
I'm
So-
Very well.
bound.
I don't think that a house fire is necessarily going to melt the snow all
Yeah.
around it. Is the trouble?
Is it possible? Are there any we have those bats? Possibly taking linen and making torches, if we
Possible.
need some kind of defense against whatever you say is out there.
Well, we can leave the bats and find sticks for the torches. Bats are good for swinging.
Well, this is a mansion in the winter. I'm sure there's like fireplaces and wood for the fireplaces.
We've spent almost all of the wood
Mm.
just trying to keep warm.
Yeah.
There's not much fuel left.
All right.
That's why
Let's
we're
start
doing it. We
digging.
still have the fuel.
And we're digging towards what is there a road that we can connect to? Have we seen that at all?
Well,
This is the road we drove in on.
Yeah.
exactly.
You know,
Snowed in.
It's either that or we aim straight for that structure that's about a mile away. If nothing else, heading for that structure might get us some more supplies, possibly some more food. So,
We're trading one shelter to a possible shelter, and then of course trying to get back to civilization.
indeed.
all right, so you start digging
Yes.
in the snow.
Yeah.
You step out into the cold, and you have gone out into the cold now and then, and quickly went back inside because it was so cold. There's a crispness, and as you step onto the snow, you hear that crunching sound as your feet descend to the snow. It's pretty deep, but there's lots of drifts. It was very windy, so there are spots where it's quite deep, and there's spots where it's not as deep. You can swear that you smell peppermint on the air bit, and you begin to shovel, and the shovels are working well as you dig your way to the car. Howard, go ahead and make another conflict roll. Let's see what kind of car this is.
Okay. Okay. It's still the same scene, so okay, gotcha.
I did not get any sixes.
Okay.
It's a 5. It's a 4.
That's a 6.
Hey.
And
what about that
4.
That's a
Four.
4.
No ones, and you got a 6. So you
Yep.
have narrative control over what kind of car it is.
one?
You were able to dig out. Well, I'll describe this. So the group of you working together, you dig out the sort of parking lot area. Fortunately, Sully had a employee parking space kind of near where the storage area is, the storage room is. so it's not too far. You're able to dig your way to the car or truck or SUV. And it looks like what?
This is a felony van. This is definitely from the 70s. This thing looks almost like a tank.
Nice.
But when you open the sliding doors, you see that the back seat is basically a nice back seat. There's the bench seat in the front, and then in the back of it it's like empty and it's got padding. It's basically for like when you're having to load lots of groceries and supplies and all kinds of things in there. There's no foodstuffs in there, but there's definitely like oh gosh, I'm trying to think of what would be needed. I'm sure that there's like spare like,
tire,
spare tire,
Basic car tools,
basic
maybe a bag
tire.
of kitty litter.
Yeah. Like also maybe like a spare like tinsel rope or something, just because like somebody left it behind. And so I was wondering where that went. All right, everyone, inside our chariot waits.
I want to try and find my car.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a conflict roll. Let's see. You'll certainly be able to determine where it is, but let's see what the situation is.
There's one.
I'm having interest.
Oh,
about these
there
handles.
is no sixes there.
Boy,
Bunch of fives, no sixes.
Is your card on top something that might apply to the situation?
You want
and do you want to burn it?
And do you
Anybody can burn it.
No.
Anybody can burn a card at any time. So, okay.
It fits, but it's not something I'm
Okay,
pushing towards.
I got you.
Ah,
No.
I am concerned about the soda. It's like,
So you move over to the car. You see your car, or you see this like lump of snow where your car was, and you go over to it, and you start kind of like brushing off some of the snow, and you can see that it's smashed in all over. Kind of like very kind of sharpish dents pierced almost into it all around. Into the window, there's snow. In the window, has gone into the car, into the windows. The car is pretty horrifically destroyed. And the smell of peppermint is very strong here. You recall that there were you had some cassettes, some like musical cassettes, and there was a couple of Christmas cassettes in the car, and you're kind of looking around and they're missing. The Christmas cassettes are missing.
I had a picture of my sister and I in the visor above my driver's side. Is that still there?
Yeah, okay, yeah, you pull it down, you pull down the visor, and you can see the picture there.
That's what I grabbed. Taking on my pants. That's all I wanted from the car.
All right, well, you come walking back, you fired up the car.
Yep.
The blessed heater is blowing hot air into the van
I get in the back.
as Mary is walking back. Seems pretty forlorn. So you're you get into the van. It's not exactly comfortable. There's two seats. There's the
there's the bench seat the bench seat in the back.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. But it is warmer than where you've been. And you all have your, hands like up against the burners. What would you like to do? You've gotten into the car now, and it's on. It's running. It has a full tank of gas.
All right.
Can we tell where the road is? Beneath the snow.
Well, you're familiar with the place, and we can tell where the trees aren't.
Exactly. I've been driving this at least for the past 6 years, so I should be able to. And then he's basically checking his spots and he's remembering everything.
I buckle my seatbelt.
Yes.
You've played RPGs before.
Shoulder belt. Yeah. So he's like he's going to I'll be right back. He hops out of the car and he's basically going to at least like shovel some more in terms of like making sure that he can get out at least somewhat safely. And then he's going to get back in, and then he's going to try to pull the car out and start driving. This sounds like a conflict. Oh God.
All right,
A lot
so
of attention.
go ahead and let's do another conflict roll here. Let's see if we can conflict roll here. Let's see if the car will move from its spot.
All right. Come on, Bessie.
It's gonna move. It's gonna move.
3, 4, and a
Just
5,
pushing the gas a little harder.
and a 2, and a 2.
It really, really hard.
There are literally no 6s in there.
But there are also no 1s.
However,
There's 2 1s.
Oh, there are 2.
however, I am practical enough that I'm able to then I've been here for 6 years. I'm practical enough in order to have been able to
We'll burn your card and you can re-roll those 2 1s.
card.
Stick it in the bowl.
Yay!
Yeah.
We can see a little bit more, maybe.
For the moment.
For the moment.
No, you only roll 2 dice. You only roll
that's
roll
two
2s.
Yeah, you'll
Just
maybe
the
roll the
two.
1s.
Just the
2 1s.
All right.
No worries. That's a 6.
There we go.
Excellent. There we go. Yes. Practical enough in order to keep my head on a swivel, be able to keep sight lines, and I've been driving this van for 6 years on this path, and I'm able to pull out and safely get us onto the road.
I put myself at the back so I can look out the back window at the way that we've come. Yeah.
He's taking it slow and steady in order to be able to navigate and using certain trees that he recognizes as markers in order to drive safely.
Okay, so you begin to push through the snow, and it's of course it's slow going. Early on, a couple of people tried to make it out, and so you see a couple of cars that have skidded off to the side of the road. They're basically just piles of snow now, but you can kind of see that as you're sort of driving along.
Can we see anybody in the cars?
Well, that's what I was going to say, is that you can't really see into any of the cars until you're driving down and you got the headlights on.
Yeah.
And it's not snowing right now, so you can kind of see. Can't see that far. The darkness is nearly impenetrable. But the headlights are shining on to this, and you can see that off into the woods, a older, like 70s era, like a big hefty Buick had crashed down into the like kind of gone down some of the embankment, and it's like sort of down at the bottom. And it's just another car to you as you're driving. But then you notice as you're driving, a blink, 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 blink. You can see a light like going on and off, and you see a hand
Uh-oh.
Like, you can see through the windows. You can't really see what's in there, but like it's like you can see somebody's like flicking the overhead light on and off.
We gotta stop.
Wait. I see something back
Yeah.
there.
Right.
Stop,
Yeah.
stop.
Right. I'm stopping, and like he's gonna pull over to the side of the road in order to just sort of use like some of the snow in order to try to
Yeah, so you're able to stop. I mean, you stop
Yeah,
the
it's not like
van.
there's traffic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you stop the van, and again, it's you kind of have like a little bit of ambient light from the headlights. The van's still running, and you can see this kind of like light is flickering on and off, and then it just goes dark. But you know where it is. You have a general idea of where this thing is. It's down on the embankment is probably a good 150, 200 feet down, down sort of like a slope-ish thing. There's some trees and some shrub, but the snow is ambiguous as to how deep it is. And now it's totally dark. Actually, you can't even really see it at this point. Like, you know where it is, but you do have a
rope, right?
flashlight.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Your flashlight. Can you see if we can still see down there?
Yeah.
Shine it.
Well,
And we still have the shovels, right?
I'm gonna take the rope and tie it off to a point on the van so that we can more easily get back up if we go down there, so we can pull ourselves back up the slope.
I think the poundage.
Okay,
Was
go
it
ahead and
tinsel? I thought it was rope.
Well, there was tinsel rope, but there's also rope.
Oh, was there rope?
Okay.
I didn't hear rope. I just heard
Okay,
tinsel rope.
Okay.
I just heard tinsel.
But that was
Okay, well,
right.
go ahead and do another challenge here, a conflict.
This is the super duper heavy duty
Well, we're gonna
hat proof
see.
tinsel. Yeah, hat proof tinsel.
Cat proof. That's what
Yep.
it is.
There's 1 6. That's a 2. That's
see
a
another
3.
6.
That's a 2. That's a 2. That's a 6. That's a 3. That's a 3.
No ones.
That's a
Okay.
2.
So you have narrative control. So
Yay!
you go and there's a little. We'll just say that there's like a little storage box back in there. You pull it and you pull out the rope. And what's the rope?
It's like paracord, like the equivalent of paracord. It's strong but thin.
How many feet?
I'd probably say 50 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, seems reasonable. 50 feet. So I tie that off to a section of the van's frame, like a sturdy section of the felony van, and then fling the other end of the rope as far down the slope as possible so that whoever goes down there can have a
And
convenient
how,
getting back up.
How steep would you? I mean, it's like a walkable. It's not like a cliff.
No, it's not
walkable-
cliff, but it's
walkable
also not nothing. It's not like a gentle slope. It's a good, maybe varying as
Yeah,
steep
yeah.
as 45-degree angle.
Especially
and
with
there are
not
plenty of
knowing-
handholds. I
Yeah.
mean, there's trees and there's shrubs and things to grab on, but there's also lots of snow.
Yeah.
Um,
We don't know anything about holes or whatever else.
and it's slippery. And even like the van at times has been like pushing through thick snow, but it's a pretty rugged van. So it's like, got this monster V8 engine on it that's just like pushing through the snow, but it's a trudge on foot. So you wanted to shine your flashlight down there.
So shine the flashlight down there.
All right, just at the very edge of your light, you can see,
Like
the
movement in the car.
you don't see any movement in the car.
Oh.
Not anymore. The light has gone off and you don't see any movement. You saw the light go. You did see a hand, like you could see some sort of movement, but it was pretty far away and you're in a van and
Can you scan the area around the car with your light just to make sure there's nothing?
Yeah, I don't see any.
Looking for eye shine or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything?
all right,
that
make
we
a
can
conflict
see?
roll.
Smell pepper.
I just realized we didn't do a ring around the rosy when
We didn't do a ring around.
Oh, you're right. We didn't establish new truths. That's true. We forgot. We'll do it next time. We'll get it next time. Good call on that, Howard.
Oops. Did we bring the bats?
There's a 6.
Yeah, not the bats.
Yeah.
There are no ones, and you got a 6, so you have narrative
There we go.
control. So what do you see in the woods when you look around?
I don't see any creatures. I don't see any tracks. I think we should explore and go see if there's anyone in the car.
I
Yeah.
absolutely.
And I grab one of the shovels or a couple of the shovels and just kind of hold them out as I hold one. And
Sully will take another one.
Mhm.
All right. I'll go down first.
down the hill.
So stay
Go
up here
with.
with the light.
So I'll stay clear of the light.
If something happens, well,
Just keep
If you
scanning the
take
light
take
around.
one of the bats, or you have a
mm,
shovel.
I do have a
Hey,
shovel.
let me
I'll
go
take a
get
bat.
Shovel.
The
It
shovel's
is pretty
good.
sturdy.
Yeah.
To break the
Shovel's good enough,
window.
Yeah, I'll take a bat just in case.
Yeah.
And keep scanning that light around.
I'm
Yep.
gonna stay
I'll stay up there with you then.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
From the invasive. Here you go.
Yes.
Godspeed.
Okay, so you start to climb down. Who's taking the lead?
Sully will.
Sully's taking the lead,
Yeah.
and who is Mary going as well?
No,
Mary's staying back.
Outside.
Mhm.
She's helping me look.
Nick's right behind
And
you.
the two of you are staying back then.
Yeah, let's do it.
And the
Stay back.
three of you are going down.
Yep,
Stay
I'm
back.
going, I'm just dropping down to my ass and just sort of sliding down.
And I'm right behind Sully.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jason, go ahead and so they start climbing down and things go quiet. And you're kind of looking around and he's got the flashlight out and he's kind of like looking down there. And you're maybe standing like a little bit behind him and you start to smell the scent of peppermint wafting on the air. And then also kind of like a pungent, almost manure-like smell. So go ahead and do me a conflict roll.
I
See
believe
what
you.
see what you discover.
I'm a tiny fox tato.
There's a 6.
Yay.
There's a 6. There's 30. 2, 2, 2, 3, and 5. No ones.
Yeah.
2 6s.
All right, so the so what does Mary see as he's looking down and Mary kind of like looks up and down the road? What does Mary
I'm
see?
gonna go back kind of behind the van, away from the light, to try and see into the darkness. I don't see anything, but I might feel a presence. I might feel like we're being watched. Something is definitely watching us. I don't know what these things are. I don't know what's out there. I can't
Do you smell
describe it yet.
pepper?
I smell peppermint.
And manure.
And manure. I kind of stumble back against the van, putting my hand against it, feeling cold metal as I make my way around back to you. Can you flash the forest with your light?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. From them back to where you just were.
You guys, it becomes dark.
You
I scream right away. Turn the light back towards us, like just right up the invade.
and I keep it to look for Mary because I
Thank
think
you.
we saw something.
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're not helping you guys right now. We're looking into the forest. I see nothing. No dangers.
Okay,
Why is
now
that
so the light goes off of you and it you were
I just scream
kind of like you screamed and caught off guard for the moment. So go ahead and let's do a conflict to see if you're able to keep your feet and keep a hold of the rope's only 50 feet long, so the gotta go down about 150, 200 feet.
Oh dear.
2, 2, 4, 5, 2, something, 4,
I haven't heard 6 yet.
2. Jesus, can I get 1? 6.
Yay!
1. Man.
Okay. Yeah, so you have narrative control.
Okay.
So
So when I turn and yell, turn the light back on us, I do slightly slip, but I fall right against this tree, and I don't get injured, but I just kind of fall on my butt and uh and realize there's like this divot right here that's just kind of a little wet or something. And I don't really think about it, but I just push myself back up real quick, and I'm kind of like scraping off, and I realize that my hands are like kind of now bright red, covered in this blood. And I look back down, and there's just this little puddle of blood that I just now my hands, and I frantically try to wipe it off in the snow, and I'm like, guys, hold on, wait, there's blood around us. What?
So he says that, and you can see the trail of blood, like there's a kind of a pool of blood, but then you can also see some some footprints, like boot prints.
But not hooves,
Not hooves.
Okay.
Boot prints leading down to the car. The ice had kind of frozen the blood, basically, and he had put his hand in it. And you can see that there's like kind of a trail. It really leads kind of like up and back, like there's like it went up this far, it kind of stopped to like where you are, and then went back down to the car. You can see. And you can see also like there's, like obviously like a small clearing in front of not a clearing, but like somebody has been out in front of the car, like in front of the passenger car door, driver's side door, which is right kind of in your path, like as you head down, sort of like the car sort of leaning half down the embankment, held up by some trees. Right. It's sort of like falling. And then you see this like hand, or you hear and see, and in the light, as the flashlight goes back down into the embankment, you see this hand just hit the glass.
Like Titanic type hand?
No, like a normal human hand.
Like Titanic the movie.
It was not as sexual.
It was not a sex thing.
No, it was not a sex hand. No, it was not a steamy bath chamber sex hand. Okay, yes, now I get that. We just watched that actually recently. I'd never seen them. I've never seen it.
I've never, yeah, no spoilers.
Anyway.
The ship sinks.
Oh, Mr. Dagger, you're all right.
Yeah, there's blood here, or at least I think it just looks a little red. There's no moon there. No, and it kind of smells very metallic. I didn't taste it yet, though, so it's fine, right?
You probably shouldn't taste it.
The hand bangs against the window again.
What the bloody? Wait.
And then you can just see it like kind of slides down the window, and there's like a little bit of like a trail of blood left.
Okay.
It could be one of the host family. Sully immediately turns to the car and books it for that window. And he's gonna run up to the car, he's gonna grab the door, and he's gonna try to open it.
I'm going to investigate the boot print trail and follow it.
I'm still trying to wipe off the blood, and so I'm freaked out by that.
Well, the boot print trail goes clearly from the car to the blood back to the car. Like it's just a line. Like somebody came out of the car,
Gotcha.
tried to climb up the thing, couldn't make it, went back down.
Gotcha.
Very likely. Pull open the car door, and the light shines in, and there is a man sitting in the driver's seat. He is leaning back. He has a guitar clutched to his chest. Doesn't look like it's in the best repair. The guitar looks like it's got a few strings missing, and he's leaning up against it, and he's sort of breathing heavy.
Right.
It looks like something has taken like several bites out of his neck and his face. And he looks up and makes eye contact with McDagger. Go ahead and make a hope roll here.
All of
All the ones you got.
right.
You find hope.
Behind the couch the whole time.
2, 5, 6, 1, 3, 3, 5, 3.
So you find hope, you have narrative control. So describe what this moment is when you see.
So I had finished wiping the blood off of my hands, and I watched you, kind of very quickly move down and kind of in a very amazing feat of strength, pull open this door even though there's snow, and I see this man inside the car, and I don't quite see that bite mark, like what's taken a chunk out, because it's just kind of like you're kind of there, you're obscured.
And the light's shining from 200 feet away,
Yeah,
too.
so it's dim, but there is a moment where you perfectly shine the light, and I see like his eyes are looking up at me, and at that moment I'm watching, and he sees me, and you hear this kind of, and I start moving down towards him, towards y'all, and I finally get there, and he looks at me and he kind of gurgles, like it's very fluid, and I now see that bite mark, and he's trying to talk, and he says, we can't understand a thing he said. He's gurgling, and his arm starts to move out to move that guitar, and at that point it just smile, and at that point he just dies, and the guitar collapses out of the car. I was like, did he say, he said smile, right? It's just
That's an odd
just
thing.
one.
That's an odd thing for him to
Smile?
say, but it sounded like smile.
Well, I mean, I was a musician. Maybe he's from the hotel. I was the guest musician at the hotel. Did he hear? I have one of my songs is like, it's all about trying to spread that this joy in this world, which is still here. That joy is still here, even if with all this darkness. And I'm very just amazed that randomly running into this man that says this key concept that I've been trying to spread, and I take the guitar, just start walking back up the embankment, just completely silent.
All right, you want to burn your moment?
Oh, it doesn't have to be on top.
Wasn't it on top? It was on top.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was on top because I was reading it.
Oh,
Oh,
Wait, yeah,
yeah.
wasn't it?
oh, I see. Yeah,
Yeah,
he just put his character on top of it.
Sorry.
That is right. It's the one with all the stuff.
Yep,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ooh, that's not great. Smile.
It is fiery, yes.
Yes.
Fire is hot.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Holy man.
It's a truth.
There goes your hope.
I found it.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, he's got it.
Found
He's
it, you
got
found
it.
it.
Die.
You got to die. Woo.
All right, so the man is dead. McDagger starts climbing back up the hill, but Chloe and Sully are still down at the bottom. The car is there. What would you like to
Loot
do?
it.
Gonna loot.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a challenge conflict. Yeah. When you say challenge,
It has little T-Rex arms.
Fire.
Yes. Oops.
Wait.
It's okay. That you.
Why am
Why are you not sticking? All right. 4, 4, 4, 5, 3, 5. There's a 1. And okay,
That's it.
yeah, I has failed the party.
Renew scene.
You know what? I am friendly enough to respect this man's passing and also understand that because he was friendly enough to pass along his belongings
Mick.
to Mick, then he would also be friendly enough to want to pass along any other belongings to us. And I am going to
I'm going to
burn.
go take it a step further.
Mhm.
Let's say you remember this guy from the hotel.
Okay.
And you and he were friendly to each other. You had a conversation at one of Mick's performances. You ended up sitting at a table together. It's only get you to roll that one more die, but
Yeah,
maybe
Come on, 6. You can do it. I believe you.
that is a 3.
that is
At least
basic.
yes, it is, but at least it didn't lose us another die.
Yay.
Yes.
And
Still, though, we've lost a candle.
let's see.
You gotta do the ring around the rosy.
Yeah.
How's that?
All right, so what is it? The world is dark.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
things are true.
Yeah.
The world is dark.
World is dark. We can just barely see the power lines of the town. No, we can't. It's too dark.
That could still work.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. With in the headlights, we can just barely see the power lines of the town.
Maybe they're shining over the edge of the like mountain lip,
There you
and
go.
from where you guys are down at the bottom. Now
Sure.
you can sort of see
There you go.
where the
Yeah.
town is because the lights are shining in the distance.
You're reflecting off the snow and whatnot.
And so it goes. It's counterclockwise or cockwise. It's clockwise.
Clockwise. All right.
Let's see here. Let's see. There is a fire in the town distantly.
4 of the strings that are intact on the guitar are still in tune.
Nice. Lovely.
Yes.
What's that? You literally took mine.
I like fires.
Whoopee.
Yeah.
Good moment on top. Yeah.
That's my moment.
The world is dark. The flashlight is starting to blink.
World is dark. Not too far away, there's an amber glow and kind of a rectangle shape.
The 3 of us are able to safely rejoin everyone at the van.
Yeah, we have 2 more.
Yep.
There
was a 10-pound bag of kitty litter in the trunk of this car.
Somebody take on vacation, sure.
And
You
the
could go in
final
the
truth.
snow.
And the final truth. And we are alive.
Yes.
Okay, so
Which I take the kitty litter.
yeah, you've loved the 10-pound kitty litter.
Where was the fire?
The town.
The town.
Mhm.
The fire was in the town.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they could see kind of where they could see the town from down in the embankment area. Like they were far enough down they could see the town, and the lights from the van were shining on some power lines that were heading towards it, and then they noticed that there's like a fire in the town. But you make it back up, back at the van. The van is still on. As you're piling up to the van, you're getting in the van, you can see that Lucius or Lucian? Lucius.
Lucius.
Lucius's flashlight is blinking. So it's starting to lose its power.
Well, you might want to turn it off, try to save power.
It's a turn off.
Yeah.
I'm still watching the other side of the van.
And
Where did you get that?
that, there was a guy that he died. He
Is that
died.
so important to bring up here?
And
Doesn't even have all its strings.
so I'm still, and I sit as he's saying this, I'm sitting in the van and I'm not strumming it, but I'm kind of lightly so I can hear the sound of it. I'm
Is
like,
that blood on your hands?
there was a puddle of blood, and I'm just still.
God, what was
You
down
can
there?
kind of hear a like a song that I'm playing, but I'm not actually strumming. I'm just kind of making them like scraping my fingernail, kind of to make.
Is that what
them-
you just found down there?
So Sully starts the car.
I think there was cat litter.
I am wondering about the bag, but if it'll help, maybe.
You use cat litter to get traction.
If we comes to that,
Things get stuck.
Guys,
Is your moment on top right now?
Yes.
Okay, let me just take a look at it.
So
I mean, snow tires would have been better, but snow chains.
Chains.
we
cat
can't
litter better than-
exactly, those things are bloody heavy.
You didn't find
No.
anything else in the car but cat litter and a guitar.
I'm sorry, I failed my die roll.
And a and a
You
dead man.
died.
What?
Down there?
He,
Yeah.
he
Dead
was
man?
he was
You
in
found
the
a
car.
perfectly good dead man.
Oh
Yes.
God!
He was in the car. It looked like
From a
something had
crash
bitten-
or-
No.
no, something had bitten him a couple of times.
Oh yeah.
So
there was a
giant
chunk
bite mark on
missing.
his face.
Yes.
yes,
What?
it looked like it looked like, from what we can tell, and he's easing his way back onto the road. It looked like, from what we could tell, he crashed into the embankment, tried to get out, tried to climb up the embankment, probably slipped or something, pool of blood, and then
There
he
was
made
two
his
in
way,
it, probably.
It's probably something bit him on the
Yes.
likely something
And then he ran back.
bit him, and then he pulled back into the car. No idea how long he survived, but that must have been somewhat recent, considering the fact that
Was he one of the guests from the hotel?
I
Yeah.
vaguely
I knew him a little.
I imagine he was one of the musicians that we hired.
Yeah, Fred was a good guy.
We're driving along down the road.
I believe his name was Jack Johnson.
Ah, well, yes, Jack Johnson. Yes, Jack was a good guy.
Keep your eyes on the road. I thought I saw the building that was nearby. Thought I saw light coming from it.
Okay, well, as you're moving up to the building, let's do a conflict roll. What do we see when we get to that building?
You can do it. I believe in you.
That's a 1.
I rolled 2 ones.
Oh dear. That's a 4. That's a 1.
That's a one.
No.
1. That's a
That's a
3. That's a 5.
And that is
That's
a
a 5.
5.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
You got
Not
2
militia.
ones. Would you like to? Anybody want to use a moment, or not a moment, a trait?
I'm worried. I'm worried we're never gonna find civilization. If we can stop here, at least that's something. I don't think we're gonna get further down the mountain. I'm really worried, guys.
What is your? Is that worry?
Yep.
Yep.
Reroll those. You can roll those 2.
Yeah.
And to light shit on fire. Yay!
Yay, flame! I like flame. Fire, fire,
We
fire,
have to
fire.
re-roll these two.
You can do it.
That's
That's
a
a
5.
3 and a 5. Ah,
Well, at least we don't lose
make
more
it further
dice.
than this. We're not gonna make it further.
So
We'll make it. We're definitely
Make it where?
We're gonna.
We're looking for that. We were
we
looking
see
for the
it now.
building that was
We're-
close by.
There's buildings all around. We're
all
gonna
right, so I get narrative control.
Yes.
Yep.
So you're driving. You see the building. You were convinced that the light was in the building. You start getting really, really worked up. And as we all know, worry, stress, emotion, strong emotions can be very infectious.
Oh,
And for just a moment, Sully is distracted by the panic that Mary is displaying and doesn't notice that there's like a something in the road underneath the snow, and the van kind of whoosh, and you kind of skid and turn and end up sliding right into the like, sort of the parking lot of the building. And the van crashes into a little Ford Ranger truck that's there. The good news is, though, the Ford Ranger truck has the mansion's logo on the side. You know that it's one of the mansion's service vehicles that you've seen before. And you see now that the building that you weren't sure what it was the local volunteer fire department. And you crash and everybody's sort of gathering your senses.
There should be.
All right, everyone. Sound
Don't we
out
have
for who's not dead.
Uh-oh.
Are we putting? Yeah, we're putting out a candle. So
I always wanted to steal a fire engine.
Okay.
these things are true. The world is dark.
Little dark. And the bay is open.
Okay.
There are light snow flurries. Just starting to.
One of the small boxy fire engines is in the bay, prepped up and ready to roll.
You hear the distant sound of jingling bells.
In front of that open bay, with that fire truck prepped and ready to go, in the snow are 3 long pikes that we see some limb type looking, body part type looking things stuck to the top of them with some nice shiny tinsel wrapped around.
Oh,
Is that right?
So,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you'll be the last one.
Which will be the
Yeah.
seventh
We're
one.
alive.
Right.
Yes. We do know that there is a first aid kit inside the.
good one.
And we are still alive.
And we are
We're
alive. Okay, so this is the scene before you. What would you like to do?
So I know it's tempting, but also those look like bloody body parts that are decorated for Christmas. My new friends.
What in the world are you? Oh, God.
So
They just been left out.
I'm not saying it's a trap, but and I just pluck one string.
There's supplies
It's a
inside,
trap.
surely. There's got to be supplies. There's going to be like first aid, axes, another vehicle.
Well, just because we crashed, that doesn't necessarily mean that the van is completely inoperable.
There's also that Ford Ranger. And I think it was
Could
one
we
of
all
the.
fit in the Ford Ranger though?
I don't see why not.
I am more than happy to sit on somebody's lap.
Excellent.
Yeah, the Ranger has like you could probably comfortably fit 3. There's because just one row of seats,
Right.
and then there's the the
The bed.
The bed.
Yeah.
Check that it
But
has
it's starting to snow.
Excellent. Of course. Yeah. Sully's going to he's going to unbuckle. He's going to gingerly open the door. Like did the driver's side smash into the Ford Ranger, or did the passenger
No.
side? Like, I don't know how it's
The
smashed.
front of the car.
Oh, the front of the car did. Of
Yeah,
course,
we
like
keep on
crashed
trying.
into the back of the
Right.
Ranger, which was like parked in front of the
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
Gotcha. So
That-
basically,
You were like
Very good.
slid, you know.
Gotcha. Rear-ending.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could do the Ranger out and we'd have to move the van.
Okay. Right. So Sully gets out and he's heading over to the car. He looks inside.
Okay, go ahead and do a conflict roll.
Okay.
Wow.
that's a 3. That's a 1. Those are 1s.
Ow!
Thanks.
That's a 4.
That's a 5 and a 4.
Yeah.
But
And that was 3 1s, I think.
Anybody want to burn
I was distracted.
you have
Um,
distracted? Okay, how would describe it? Describe how that would work.
So I was distracted while you were checking out the van. I was distracted by the body parts on the spike, so I wasn't paying attention to what we were planning to do.
You want me to offer suggestions?
Yeah, please.
And so Sully
Mm.
is looking at this and is like, oh shit. Like you see a couple of pipes are like hoses are broken and like you're not looking good. But the detective here or the private investigator is distracted and looks over and notices that there is a toolbox near the fire truck, and inside there's a bunch of spare parts that could possibly be used to fix it. All right, so why don't you go ahead and roll? There were 3 1s?
3, I believe.
3 1.
Yes.
Burn that and then roll those, and we'll see if those
I'm putting it out.
those things that you see in the toolbox can actually be used. And that didn't quite burn in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to burn.
So I can use it again.
Nice try.
Four. Dang. All right.
Sorry, son.
Um,
but no
Not want to burn.
but no
right?
one.
No, it's not. There we
No.
go. Awesome.
So
Yay.
the
Clean,
so I get
clean,
narrative
clean.
control. So the toolbox though doesn't have, like, you walk over to it and Sully, and you kind of call Sully over, and Sully looks in there and it's like, none of this is going to work for this. They're not going to be able to fix the van. The van's toast. You do have gas. Maybe the truck can be used. Maybe the fire truck will work. You'll have to see about that.
I'm going to disregard the possibility of this being a trap because if we want something done, we're going to have to do it our own damn selves.
Yeah.
And I'm headed right into the fire
All right,
station.
hold on a second. I'm not quite
my bad.
finished.
Oh, I'm
Not
sorry.
quite finished. Not quite finished.
Not bad.
So the truck is toast or the van is done, but as you're kind of like, Sully, as you're looking over at the tools, you're kind of looking down, and then your eyes are drawn to the arms, the body parts that are on these sticks wrapped in tinsel. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Wrapped in tinsel. And you notice a diamond engagement ring and wedding ring combo on one of the hands, and you recognize it as you would never mistake Mrs. Frederick's prized family engagement ring. One of the hosts at the mansion, looks like maybe her and her husband had taken the truck down to the fire station to try to get some help and paid an awful price. But you've got your moment here, so
Yeah. Sully is distracted, like his eyeline falls on those limbs, and he like something like there's a sparkle even though everything is dark. And he just sort of like walks over almost like he's in a daze, and he looks over and it's like, oh dear.
All right, and before we go any farther,
Yes.
before we do that, because
Yep.
we have to do this, and we'll establish truths, and then
Right.
we'll play out the moment. Okay, so
I think we're all gonna die.
Don't say
who's
that.
the one that just
There's hope.
failed?
Wait.
Failed.
Hang on. Yeah.
But I ended it last time. You ended it.
Howard failed, but then Corey burned his card, and then Corey failed on the reroll.
Right, so it defaults to me then, because
Okay.
that's when that situation happens. So,
Right.
so the world is dark, and the sound of jingling is getting louder, and it's now accompanied by high-pitched giggling.
Oh,
God.
And there are 3 pristine new axes, like fire axes, in the firehouse. It's called.
That's what's called.
Yeah.
And the truth is that we started.
These things are true.
These things are
The
true.
world is dark, and
That I do have, I don't know guns, but I have my private eye pistol. I haven't told anyone that I still have my private eye pistol, but I only have 2 bullets.
okay. Cool.
There's a. This is true. Because the layout of the station, there was enough room for the truck to get out past both vehicles.
Okay, good.
Nice.
And
The truck has a full tank of gas.
very good. And we are alive.
And we are alive.
All right, so getting back to your moment here.
Do well. I believe in you.
So, like, his gaze has landed, and he's kind of walked up on these arms, and one of them is a very delicate hand that has the wedding ring. And just go ahead and burn it and roll it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Just, let me just take this though, because you only have 6
No, stop.
No.
Yeah, got this.
Got one.
That's a 1.
I've got at least a 6, and
That's 6.
6.
That's a 4.
That's a 5 and a 3.
Right.
So,
Yay!
Okay, so you have narrative control.
do I get a hope back?
Oh yes, yes.
Yay.
Get you fun.
Yay.
I have perma hope.
How many
Yay.
is that again?
Whenever you roll, you get to roll that die as well.
And you can't
And
lose
then
it.
if you get a 5 or a 6, that's a success
That's
with
right.
that
Yep.
one.
Yes.
And you can't lose it. That's right.
Yeah, you
And
can't
actually, you do lose it if you fail on your brink.
Well, okay, yes.
Oh.
But if you fail on your brink, you're kind of fucked anyway.
Yeah, pretty
So,
much.
Yeah. So, he reaches up, he takes the wedding ring, and it's at that, like, as he's taking the wedding ring, that's when he's like, there's a strange ringing sound, and then he realizes that there's a ringing, there's like bells ringing. It's like, we I think we need to go. Let's get in the fire truck. Let's go. All right, everyone. And then he's basically yelling for everyone and heading for the fire truck. And he hops in and he's looking for the keys. Checking the visor. And
I think
And I
prepped fire trucks have the keys in the ignition.
excellent.
I
I
think,
steal
yeah.
the truck except for us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As we're running in, I kind of see, and there's like 3 shiny new axes, and I grab all three along with the guitar that I still have and like hop in
Nice.
to the fire truck.
Yay!
Is everybody else coming?
Oh hell yeah!
Grab
Yeah.
on it, Jack,
Hey.
grab on them.
Please, please.
I get-
Is it a water truck or is it a ladder truck?
It's one of the like half-size boxy ones that as often as not end up like going out for the non-fire emergency
Yeah.
type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it require any sort of special training to drive a fire truck?
It might require special training to drive it well.
Yeah. That's a distinction. If it's so large, if it's a half size, like an ambulance kind of size.
Yeah, that's what I was
bigger than
thinking.
an ambulance.
Yeah.
Maybe a CDL license.
Okay. So you start to drive you get in the fire truck and you begin to, move back down towards town. In spite of the previous crash, for some reason Sully keeps driving. And for some reason Sully is the default driver. Because
One of the weights.
I don't want the siren, but I do look around for the buttons to find the lights.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you turn the lights and then also
Like the woo-woo lights?
The woo-woo
No,
lights.
Turn off the woo-woo lights.
We want all the lights we can get, man.
We
That
don't.
tracks. Wait,
They don't like light. We want all the light we can get.
okay, so wait, so we've smelled cinnamon or
Peppermint.
peppermint. We've heard jingle bells.
Yes.
We've seen body parts wrapped in
So
pencil.
mature.
Do
Yes.
you not think red lights, one of the colors of Christmas, would attract whatever this?
Why would you think that?
More.
Sully's-
Why would you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Sully's continuing to try.
Because you should turn the lights off. Turn the lights off, and I start like fidgeting.
Turn the lights back off.
okay, so you're just gonna turn the lights off
Oh my god.
and the
I'm keeping that.
CB radio
Oh,
comes
no.
on and you can
No.
hear the static, right? Like,
No.
and you start flipping through the channels, like looking to see if maybe anyone else might be out there, or if you're all alone. Is this something that you're gonna have to do on your own, or is there somebody else here to help you?
There is no.
I'm going to pass this off to you here, Chloe. How you want to kind of interpret this here? Why don't you go ahead and roll your hope or your moment here?
Do it. I believe you.
All right. It's a 4 and a 5 and a 2 and a 1 and a 5.
That is
Hope is lost.
actually got a 6. So
Oh no.
Hope is lost.
Wait, can I?
wait, what is the moment?
I will find hope in accepting the fact that outside rescue is not coming. We have to do this ourselves.
All right, so you refuse to accept reality.
Yeah. See, I start responding to what I hear through the CB.
Yeah, an emergency. You keep scanning, and for a while, at first, you don't find anything, but then you find an emergency broadcast, and it is repeating over and over and over again to meet at the police station in town.
Excellent.
Quinault. And it's repeating over and over and over again.
Meet at the police station. All right.
And you're convinced that it's going to be okay.
Yeah,
like
yes.
after that happens,
That's
like
it. Yeah. No problem. We're
the rest
going
of
to
you
be
may
rescued.
not feel that way, but
Yeah.
No, I would try to get to civilization. That's my goal.
No,
is that
Yeah.
who? Does
Safety
anybody else have a
is hand.
moment active
Yeah.
right now?
No, not active.
no.
What do you mean just here?
It's on top.
No.
Gotta be on top.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, this is good. There are people at.
At the police
The police
station.
station.
Yeah. Mhm, mhm.
All right. So let's establish truths then. These things are true. It is dark.
What's waiting at the police station is not our friend. Because I don't want you to be happy.
As before, just before you turn, before Mick turns off the overhead lights by pushing a bunch of stuff, you see pacing the fire truck as you're going down, deep in the woods, are four-legged beasts of some sort. Massive. You might even call them reindeer, except for you've never heard of reindeer being that big.
I clutch the axe to my.
But you're not really sure if you saw them or not.
And as we turn to face the, like, start to be able to see the town, we do see there is one street that has lights on, but it's not normal street lights. There are strings of lights that are multicolored, and you can kind of make out some ice sculptures in the middle of the street.
The truth is, well, we don't know what's at the police station, and there's lights and ice sculptures. There is a path that we can get there uninhibited.
And we are alive.
Oh,
It goes fast. It goes fast. Does anybody have a moment? Nobody else has a moment exposed right now? Okay, I just want to make sure we get to them when
The
they
secret thing is in the
That's a brink. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
brink.
the red thing is
The brink is on the bottom. It's always on the
Bumps or
bottom.
hope thing.
Yes.
Oh, then
Yes.
then I might have them.
Is that your next card? No. Okay. All right. So you move down to the the bottom of the. You get to the valley. You get down the mountain, and you can you can see that the town ahead. It's hard. You can't see the house with the string lights and the ice sculptures from this part once you get to sort of the flatter valley. But you can see a little bit of flickering flame and sort of the smoke from the fire from something that was on fire as you drive into town. Now, this is a one stoplight town. There is a police station, a general store, a like bar restaurant, and there's a few other little shops along like the main street, that you might what we can establish as we go along. And then this house with the lights on is like a little bit kind of on the other side of town. So what would you like to do?
I mean, the CB was telling us to go to the police station. I think we should stay away from the decorated Christmas street that only has the lights when everything else is dark.
Agreed.
Where there's help.
We should go to the police station, but avoid that street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. He's headed for the police station. He's avoiding that street.
You were the first one to mention the police station, so why don't we go ahead and see what the police station looks like?
Oh, Dad, come on.
No, you can do it.
Come on,
Here we
help.
go. Oh shit. Okay.
If you eat regularly.
And prunes.
Two.
Yes.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no, Mr. Bill. 2. Come on, what's this? That is 3. If I add the 3s together. So
You have 1-1, so you
Yeah.
could burn. Anybody
So
could
I'm-
burn on.
so as we're
He is not driving effectively enough to get us to the police station properly, and it's pissing me off.
What is it?
I'm gonna burn my angry.
Get out of the car. Yeah, okay. go
But
ahead.
yeah, it's shove over, I'm driving. I always
Yeah.
wanted to steal a fire engine.
Oh my god. So you're rolling that one.
Yeah, and you
Yep.
gotta get a 6 on it.
I
If
did
it's
not
not
get
a
a 6, but it is
six-
not a 1.
but it is
Doesn't matter. It really
doesn't matter.
Do not rob me of my tiny, useless victory.
You drive up to the police station, and even before you arrive, you realize that it's the police station that was on fire.
Told you it wasn't.
You pull up, and their lights shine on the half-burned Quinault County. It's a sheriff's office, we'll say the Quinault County Sheriff's Office Department, and it's hope is lost.
No potatoes fine.
Potatoes time.
These things are true. It is dark.
And it's
Then you start, Greg.
No.
Oh wait, actually, I get to do it because there's a.
It ended badly.
Here. Yeah. These things are true. It is dark. And tall, skinny silhouettes dance in the fires that blossom from around the fire department. I mean, the county sheriff's.
leave him. He's an asshole.
But he's kidding. He needs to come in and be kid.
And there seems to be this suddenly over the CB and in the air around us, this familiar jingle of Christmas song that you can't quite place. It's like a mashup
That Wham song.
that just keeps happening.
It's not when I get it.
It is kind of a. Remember last Christmas you did something.
Yeah.
Still alive?
You've got one, and then we're still alive.
And that faint smell of peppermint we've been smelling off and on is the strongest it's been.
Oh, God.
And we're still alive.
Damn, shooting us in the foot.
Could have been positive. Hold on.
All right, so you see these figures. These figures are dancing in the firelight. And you can hear the jingling bells and like this laughter, and then the figures once again disappear, and it makes you even think, because they were just silhouettes, like were they even real? Like did that even actually happen? And as you're planning your next move, the police station collapses in on itself from the fire.
Yeah.
Well, that's not dramatically appropriate or anything.
You know my games. Place all exposed to the ground.
Yeah, it's not a town until we've, left it on fire.
I know there were supplies at the general store. I know there were guns for hunting in this area. We should go there. Can I throw in my resourceful fake narrative?
Well, you don't even need to. You just roll. You roll first, and then.
I'm not even able to see on the side of the table now because all the lights go down.
You sure do have a lot of dice.
Yes, you do.
2, 1, 2,
1
and 5.
I got a 6. So you do have a 1 if anybody wants to burn.
So I'll
burn my resourceful.
Oh yeah, resourceful.
Yeah,
Okay,
resourceful.
we're talking.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect. That's perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll burn that to get us some supplies from the general store.
It is.
You can roll.
Does Gretchen
one of
get
those.
upset when you set
roll
fires
one?
in her
Yes.
bowls?
Roll the one.
These are my bowls. She bought these for me.
Come on, 6.
They're my noodle bowls.
They're your what bowls?
The 6 noodle bowls.
When you burn another one.
I've got my hope to get to town, but
Is that allowed? Is that
No, you can only do it.
Okay,
It's a
okay,
failure.
yeah.
It's a
You only
thing.
get one shot at
yeah.
a redo.
that reading?
Yeah.
Let's see here. So well, let's see. You go over to the general store, and Mary, who has been becoming increasingly agitated, first filled with worry, now convinced, goes running into the store, and it's gutted. I mean, the store is it's just, post-apocalyptic, empty, gutted. And she's tearing through frantically.
There's got to be something.
There's got to be something there. And she's frantically tearing through. And
All you find is a stack of tiger beat.
and she eventually she finds herself over by like the register, and she does find a weapon, a shotgun with a single shell in it.
Oh,
And the thought passes through her head that there might be easier ways out, but she pushes it to the side, picks up the shotgun with a single bullet.
Call of Cthulhu was taught us the last bullet's always for you.
These things are true. The world is dark. And you start this time, Jason.
let's see. There are fresh prints outside the general store.
Or hang on, do you mean fresh hoof prints or
Hoof
fresh
prints
hoof
or
prints?
both?
Or like of Bel Air. There are fresh boot prints as well as sled tracks.
There is a lone voice shouting in the distance.
And we are live. So Mary comes out of the general store.
Axe inside. I've got a shotgun in my hands. I'm kind of wild-eyed.
And as she does, you can hear this like screaming distantly. And you're all kind of like looking around. There's still the residual light of the fire, like in the kind of nearby, kind of in the town square area. Your fire truck has got the headlights on, so there's like some light cast. And you look to where you hear the screaming, and you catch the glimpse, a glimpse of what could only be described as a giant, clad in red furs, dragging a sack in one hand, reeds in his other hand, whacking on the sack. And the screams stop, and the giant goes behind a building. You don't see it anymore. You wonder even if your eyes were playing tricks on you. What'd you like to do?
So were those screams? Did they sound just young, or were they coming from the sack? Those were coming from the sack, right?
I don't know. Were they?
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Do we
Yeah.
have to go
No.
see and help rescue?
No.
Has anybody here seen Nope?
What's your
Yeah.
moment? You have your moment on top right now,
Yeah,
right?
I do.
Let's see.
Not gonna help me much. This might be the last of civilization. Has everybody here seen Nope?
Nope.
No? Okay. Yep. Do you remember what was causing the sound of the creature? Yeah.
Okay.
If this is the last of civilization, then shouldn't we just try to hold on to that and
Why?
go to see if we
As
can
it's
help?
being destroyed, we're not gonna rebuild. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna go race after whatever that
Okay.
big shadow giant was with the fucking shotgun.
All right.
Is anybody
So
hold me back?
so you start to do that.
Yeah.
You're getting ready to do that, and like you're almost at this point. Mary's nearly you know would you how would you describe her? She's losing her shit basically. And
I'm gonna save you all. I'm gonna save you all by killing this thing. I'm trying to run after whatever that creature was with the shotgun. It's the only projectile that we have.
I'm going to follow her at a safe
And-
distance,
and
much for
you-
morbid
you
curiosity
see-
as anything else.
there's like a
I'm being selfless here.
there's like near the corner there's like a gas station, right? And then not attached to the gas station, but behind the gas station is a small building that has like the restrooms in it. Like it's a cinder block building with like some restrooms, and the door opens, and like you can see, like as you're following her, she's frantic, but the door opens and you kind of see the door open, and you say Mary, and Mary, you look and you see the door open. Now let's go ahead and do your do if you find hope in the town. We'll see if you find hope in the town.
Three. Yeah.
Yes.
Three.
Yeah.
There's another person who actually might not be a revenant or whatever. 2. Is that a 6?
Yay! You get a die.
3. Yay.
Find hope.
Yay!
There are other people here living.
Will you
Okay,
burn your
don't
hope
die
card?
yet. Oh, don't let
Yeah.
them die yet.
Yes.
Or your moment is on
Okay.
top yet, huh?
The brief break fire.
So you have narrative
It's beautiful.
control. So
Burning
what,
is my
what
favorite.
do you? The door opens up a little bit. What is behind the door when the door opens up?
Well, that was my hope.
Yeah.
It's my sister. Who's in the picture? That I got from afar.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
She left the hotel and seemed to have gotten this far to civilization. I don't know if she's found anything, but I dropped the shotgun and start running to her. Because I don't have to kill this thing if I can get to her.
I scoop up the shotgun.
Mary.
Rush to her. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna try and get out of here with my sister. Good luck.
We're better as a group, though.
Yeah,
Good
maybe
luck.
bring your sister with us.
Good luck.
Okay. Oh my. Okay.
Sorry, I forgot my drink. There.
Good luck, guys.
Miss Halloran, you don't have to.
All right. So, are you actually removing your character from the game?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh.
this does happen. You can do this. This is part of the rules, but it's not. You're not gonna like it. So she opens up the door to like embrace Mary, and she reaches her hand out, and Mary comes reaching, and they're just about to hug when out of almost nowhere this group of 3 of these reindeer-like creatures just come roaring by, and they gore the pair of them,
I heard a song about this.
throwing them up into the air, and they just start eating them, just like ripping them apart, and the screams echo through the town square as Mary and her sister are destroyed.
Back in the
All right, so let's see.
Go by home.
Go back to the truck.
Oh,
Back in the
Is there's still 3 candles?
There's 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're rolling your hope dice, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I've got it.
Let's.
Oh, that's a 1, but you can't lose it. So that's a 6.
Oh, thank God.
That's a 1.
That's a what? No, it's a 3.
I got a 1. You
Oh,
got
okay.
one.
So
You did
still
You did get a 6.
I still retain narrative control, or did you roll?
Oh, I forgot to roll.
Whoops.
Oh
Oh,
dear.
God.
First you and your
and you're
inevitable form.
following.
nothing.
That is.
Yeah, I got 2 6s, so I have narrative.
Follower.
Yeah.
You succeed, but I have narrative control. So, so the group of you get into the fire truck, and or no, you run back to the fire truck,
Mhm.
and you kind of jump in, and you start to like you put it in drive. All of you get back to the fire. Well,
Yeah.
almost all of you get back to the fire truck, and you start to put it in drive, and then you hear this giggling, and you see crawling out from underneath the fire truck are several of these long, tall, skinny, they almost look like humans. They're dressed all in green. They have long, pointy ears. They're over 7 feet tall.
Ooh.
They have mischievous smiles. Their eyes are completely black, and they smell so strongly of peppermint that it just and they kind of like stand up and begin to, and you realize that you're trying to get it going, like the and like smoke starts coming out the front of the fire truck, and the elves kind of start to surround, and they're like kind of like doing a little like hopping dancing as they're dancing around the fire truck. Now you're all in the fire truck, and you've closed all the doors. You have axes. You have a shotgun. You have a gun with 2 bullets, a shotgun with 1 bullet.
I'm gonna hit the siren and try to scare him off.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got a couple.
Here, shoot both. Hit the lights too. Lights and sirens.
I
Yeah.
mean,
You got
Yeah.
2 dice over there. Is that right? You got 2 dice,
Oh,
and you
hang on.
have your hope die.
Oh.
No, you didn't get your.
Here's 2 dice,
You lost hope, so
Oh.
you have 2 dice. You should have 2.
but there are 3 candles.
Yes, but you lost 1. 'cause
Oh
it was a
yes,
1
that's
was
right.
rolled.
You're right. Yes. All right. That's a 2, and that's a 3.
and so
I like that.
as this is happening, I really think that, I can kind of distract. I mean, obviously these are fucking Christmas elves, right? So I take the guitar and I crack one of the windows, and I start to strum the guitar, and you hear the opening tune of Mariah Carey's All I Want. And I start playing it and singing out loud.
Beautiful.
All I want for Christmas is you.
In the
Hoping.
80s.
A decade too early.
I
No,
don't care.
I wrote this.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's my original piece, and
From the notebook that he
from my song
clutches.
notebook.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping it will entrance these obviously fucking killer Christmas elves.
Indeed.
It's got
So you got there was no 1s.
There was no ones.
Oh,
We're just
shit, we
retaining.
totally-
We're just retaining control then.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose the candle, but you have.
We have control.
We have control.
Right.
Got it.
Yes.
Forgot there were no ones.
That's okay.
That's fine. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
So bright. So dark.
All right, though. So since we've retained control, even though we're full of suck, the
We good.
the lights and the sirens, they go off for just one moment, and then whatever the elves did to the works, they go and then so there's like this one, crashing burst of sound, and then absolutely nothing. And indeed, the headlights died too.
Oh. Your character's dead.
Okay, but the elves do. The elves do go running off in that moment.
Excellent.
These things are true. The world is dark.
And we are
One.
fucked.
That's implied. You can actually choose something else.
In the distance, out of town, over the hills, there comes the very, very faint hint of a small group of people, like human people, singing somewhere far away.
And we
We
are.
are alive.
Okay.
So I think we should go to the what we are seeing.
So the fire truck is dead. The lights have gone out, the power has gone out, but the elves have gone running off. Things are momentarily quiet. The snow is coming down, but you're in the darkness, essentially. You're in the last flickering light of Lucius's flashlight is all you've really got. He hasn't had to use the last of its power, so you've got a little bit of light there. You do see a little bit of the light from the fire at the there's still bits and pieces. You could make a couple of torches if you wanted to from there as well. And there is the
Sure.
Christmas lights are on down the road, and that's where you're hearing the sound of the singing.
The cop station burned down, but it's possible that there might still be a cop car. Or we could just hoof it towards the lights and accept our fate.
There might be some car that's stopped on the road that might still have some gas. I'm not averse to stealing yet another car.
I think a car is gonna help us get away. We're gonna have to just, for there to be any chance, we're gonna have to take this out.
I don't think there's an away for us to get.
Well, we've got killer reindeer that are the size of elk. We've got some sort of Santa Krampus with a bag that he likes hitting.
And
Well,
7-foot slender elves.
Yes.
So why not just, if there's no away, try to make everything go away along with them?
I'm all ears if you have an idea that we can actually. Oh, good lord. Sully goes and grabs one of the axes, and he's gonna look out of the basically he's preparing to get out of the car, but he's looking out all of the windshield and his window and that kind of thing, checking to make sure that nobody's around before he opens the door and gets out.
All right.
Take an axe too, along with my guitar, and
I got
time to
shotgun.
go.
You have shotguns.
Shotgun.
And which way are you headed? Which way?
Mm.
Or are you looking for a car?
Towards the lights. That's where I start going.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Yeah.
Lights.
Sully starts to look for a car, but then the rest of the group is heading towards those lights, so he goes and very well. And he follows them.
Sullivan.
All right, so you start moving towards the lights, and you can see that there is a As you're moving towards the lights, you can see that there's a large Christmas tree decorated in the yard of this house. It doesn't look like it was part of the house. It looks like maybe like a town Christmas tree, but was like moved over here. And all of these decorations have been moved into the yard. There's like all kinds of, light up plastic things that got popular starting in the 80s that
Yeah.
are out there. Not the inflatables we have now, but like
hard
literally
plastic.
the hard plastic
Yeah,
ones.
the vacuum form. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those. Mhm.
And
Is that what the-
and there's lights all over the place. And you see as you're kind of like getting closer, there's like quite a decent sized crowd of people. And in some way you might even think of them as having been normal before the events of this evening, but they're joined hands in a circle around the Christmas tree. And they're singing Christmas carols in a way. But the way that they're singing it is almost beseeching, almost pleading. It's more monotonous than you would expect. And as you get closer and closer, and you can see the looks in their eyes, there's frenzy amongst them, a sort of crazed look amongst those around the Christmas tree. You also notice that there are a number of Santa Clauses, like mall Santas.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of them kind of like
normal size.
lingering
Normal
lingering about. And as you're approaching, one of them breaks from the circle and yells, "I am ready! I am ready!" And she's all decked out in like full Christmas gear, and she goes running out of the circle of light that's caused by this. And you just see this flash of one of the reindeer rush by and just tear her to pieces.
Bloody hell.
Christmas midsummer.
And your flashlight goes out. What'd you like to do? You're in the darkness now. The light is up ahead, but you're in full darkness.
Okay, so maybe the house wasn't okay. Good acts with giggling elves. Maybe this isn't the best idea.
At least there's safety in numbers. Some of the other ones might get picked off before us.
That's true-ish. Yeah.
If
I
we're
mean,
Is there a way to pinpoint where that ho 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 is coming from?
What ho ho ho? You listen off. You're like, did that really happen?
If we're going to join the crazy cultists, we may as well do it.
I agree. I go join the crazy cultists.
Yes.
not going to join the crazy cultist. There's
They're already singing, man.
yeah, that's not my tune though.
Maybe they would be better at it if with accompaniment. For that matter, maybe you could break them out of whatever they're doing with accompaniment.
Actually, that might not be. Oh, okay. Now I get it. I can dig it. So I do start walking over with them and what were the 80s like Christmas ballads? Well, yes, we've already mentioned what.
Do they even know it's Christmas?
Oh, Kenny and Dolly had an entire album.
What about
wait.
the
It's Christmas time.
Feliz Navidad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Feliz
yeah.
Oh no,
Navidad.
you hear? Okay, okay.
That's such a terrible song.
This is another. This is. I've been working on this one specifically for this season, and you start hearing me strumming a tune, and then just simply.
Wonderful
Christmas time.
Go ahead and roll.
Having a wonderful Christmas
And I
time.
just casual, like I'm kind of entranced by the tune. Nice.
What you got?
Did you roll your?
Yeah,
I did.
you did.
4 and 2 and a 4.
That's okay because I am going to burn my brink, allowing you to re-roll all 3 of those.
Okay, well, so you have to play out your brink. So
Yes,
what
I
is
am.
what's the brink?
My brink is that Howard once saw me steal something incredibly senseless but valuable. The most senseless yet valuable thing that I could possibly ever steal is my own life. I slipped my boot off, put the barrel of the shotgun in my mouth, and Merry Christmas, folks.
Oh my God, dude.
Simply
And in fact,
Wonderful
I'm
Christmas.
going to go ahead and burn my character sheet.
simply
Having
Bye,
a
Chloe.
wonderful Christmas time.
Oh,
Please tell me you had 6.
I saw it by the light of your character sheet.
So the shotgun blast erupts, and for a moment, the singing stops, and all you can hear is
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
and the ring opens, and they motion all of you to join together with them. And you look behind you, and you see, like, kind of encroaching behind all of you are the elves. They're like herding you almost, like towards the Christmas lights, the Christmas display. And you hear, on Dasher, on Dancer, on Donner, on Blitzen. And you can just see like the silhouette, like in the distance, of some giant in a sleigh being drawn by some of these reindeer. Comes skirting, you can't quite see it, it's in the darkness. These things are true. The world is dark, and we are alive. At least 3 of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
On this side.
Oh. So the ring opens, the elves are the ones shepherding us in.
Mhm.
Uh
They do seem to like, well, you're all outside of the light right now, except for
Okay.
probably,
Yeah, I was walking towards.
yeah, like
yeah,
I think you've hit the light ring at this
Yeah.
point.
right.
And the group, as they're motioning you in, they start singing the Christmas song.
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
And I start swaying with them, and I just keep. Well, I can't do that actually. And I'm just kind of.
They welcome you into the circle to
Glaze.
join with them.
I'm kind of entranced that they're all singing my song. You know, it's very just. I finally made it. I finally had my break.
Damn
Everybody's
right.
singing.
Wow.
You smell, as you're saying that,
That
as you're
is
thinking
deep.
that, like you smell the peppermint, and it smells so inviting, and the cold air around you, and being welcomed and celebrated.
Mhm.
And you look across, and through the crowd, even though it's dark, the star on the top of the Christmas tree, which is like spinning a little bit, it shines a light distantly. and you see this cheery-faced bearded man smiles at you and winks as you're playing the song.
Have it wonderful.
Do you have a brink?
Not there yet. I'm fine. So I do have a break.
Okay. Let's. Do you give in or not to the like? Do you become one of them?
Oh, I am totally not them. Oh,
Okay, so you're just giving it up then.
yeah,
So that
I am
this is
completely entranced.
You might as well
by-
go ahead and burn. You're toast. You're done then.
Yeah, I'm completely entranced by them singing my song.
In a weird way, you won.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
In
glad
my
that-
brain. Where did we say what the brain is?
You didn't have to. You didn't have
Oh.
to go to your brink.
Oh,
You didn't have to.
Oh.
You didn't have to give up all of yourself. You gave. You found your purpose, like in a weird way.
okay.
I got killed by my
That'll
All right.
happen.
So the remaining two of you. What would you like to do? You see, he's like entered the circle,
So,
and they're all singing the song. And they're all like swaying back and forth, and the elves are trying to get you to move, but they're stopping once they get to the circle of light, like where the light expands out. Like the final choice has to be yours.
Sully Trade like looks at Lucius. All right. It's either we accept this or we go down swinging. Go down swinging.
You have some cards still.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hardy and Hope and my brink.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I've got my vice and my brink.
All right, so if you there's potential for rerolls here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and
But only once.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do well. Okay.
So what are you going to do then? You say you're going to go down swinging. What does that mean?
Sorry.
Try to gather, maybe make a run for it.
Nope. He like Sully grabs the like he kind of tightens his grip on the axe and swings for one of the elves.
Yep.
So
All right, you got one dice.
I do have both though. Yeah. That's a 6.
Oh,
Why?
you got two.
Nice.
Wonderful persons. Take their fucking heads.
And I didn't roll a single 6, so you actually have narrative control too.
Nice.
So
All right. So like in a like he tightens his grip and he's thinking to himself, I am a dead man. But he turns on the elf that's giggling and trying to gently usher them in, and just like it's almost lightning fast. He swings, there's a spray of blood, and the peppermint smell somehow becomes even more intense. It's like peppermint oil has just the elf's black eyes go wide for a moment, and it seems it doesn't fall down, but more kind of dissipates and turns more into a shadow. The other elves are, for a moment, they're kind of startled by this, and they're startled by this. Sully himself is startled by this. He turns to Lucius. Mr. Craven, now's our chance, run! And he turns and starts running, and he's running away from the circle. Like he's turning like they're like I'm thinking that the circle is like somebody's front yard or something.
yeah, basically.
He's basically booking it for like between the two houses, one that's kind of dark and the other that's the brightly lit front yard, and he's just booking it between those two houses.
All right, well, the two of you go running down that passageway, and you hear the huff
of beasts, reindeer. As you move into the darkness around, you can smell the thick scent of manure as you go rushing around. You move into the back, you kick open a gate and head into this backyard of the neighbor's house into the darkness. You've got no light whatsoever. Let's see what we find back there. Let's go ahead and let you roll here.
No one died.
Come on.
Birds and shit.
1, 6. It's a 1.
That is
Oh,
It's a 1.
you've got hearts to burn, though.
done something though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've
You're
got
hard.
plenty to burn.
I am hardy.
You can survive this.
Yeah, totally.
Will be the 3.
So you could say like, you slip and you fall and you can the one of the reindeer is about to pounce on you,
Okay.
but you pick yourself back up, throw the reindeer off of you. Go ahead and see if you'd actually do that.
I borrow your hopes.
Good.
Christmas time.
Right in the shower.
It's in the fire.
That is a 2.
That is a 2.
Running away.
You run into the backyard and you see that's where a bunch of reindeer have stabled. There's piles of bodies back there that they're eating. And as the two of you run into the backyard, you become fresh meat, rushing into their clutches. It doesn't take long before they tear you apart. And you see, as your last moments of consciousness are drifting away, a man in a sleigh being drawn by 8 reindeer. And to all a good night.
I wanted that bastard.
I can't believe I saw what I saw, and nobody else would believe me either. And after what I saw, I'm not even sure I want to be here anymore. Merry fucking Christmas.
This is Richard Sullivan, also known as Sully. I'm one of the waitstaff at the Winterhaven mansion. We have run out of supplies. If you have come here in search of hope, we have none. We are going to try to make it to the town as best we can. John, I'm so sorry.
My name is Mary Halloran. If you find this, know that I tried my best. Please, please, try to contact my family and tell them I love them.
This is Private Eye Lucius Craven. I came here looking for a dame, but only found monsters. Best of luck to all of you out there.
I just wanted to change the world with my music. I just wanted to sing and have people there with me, and I just wanted to bring joy and hope and maybe just one smile.